with yet another video. This one's pretty quick relative to my upload schedule, since I just uploaded yesterday or the day before. It depends when I get this uploaded. But today I thought we would talk about the Tales from the Campin', which is the title here. As you can see, there's no CSGO gameplay. It's Brawlhalla, and it's very bad Brawlhalla gameplay at that. There's a reason I'm still stuck in gold, plus I also added some commentary into the little chat box, so you can watch that and see what I thought between games. So don't be complaining about the gameplay. I know it's terrible. I haven't played Brawlhalla in a while, so just something to look at, I guess. But the Campin', right? The Campin' was an incentive to get elementary school children to learn reading comprehension, right? It was through the program called Accelerated Reader, and we shortened that to AR. And AR points, you would get points from taking a test after you read a book, right? There'd be like 10 questions after you read the book, and depending on how many of the questions you got right, then you would get a certain amount of points, and at the end of the year, they would all be added up, and you would be given prizes. You could read either small books and get a small amount of points, or you can read big books and get more points. You know, the more time you sink into a book, the more you'll be able to reap the fruits of your labor, right? There was a lot of prizes, right? There were a bunch of goofy ones, like you get to eat lunch with your teacher inside the classroom at lunchtime, which was really fucking stupid, you know? Or you could get like a special lunch from the teacher that they would pay for. I'm not really sure if that was from AR points or if that was like some separate thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and include it anyway, because it was kind of goofy, but it was kind of cool too. So at the Campin' is basically a thing where you go into the school after everyone else goes home, and you get to spend the night inside of the school, right? Like all the lights are off, and you can go around and fuck around with your teachers and peers, right? What we would usually do is we would play a game called Sardines, where the teachers would randomly select someone to go anywhere in the school and hide. Obviously, the high school was off limits because this was not for high school students. So that person would go hide, and after a while, they would release the rest of the students to try and go find that person. So if someone were to find the student that was hiding, they would sit with them and try to be as quiet as possible and try not to let anyone else find them. The whole point was to not be found, so the game would go on longer, so you wouldn't have to go to sleep, probably. Because you probably had to go to sleep pretty early, if I remember. But you could either get like a good spot or like a bad spot, and you could be found immediately, or it would take a little while to find you. So these games lasted quite a while. I got picked at least once every year, because the teachers liked me because I was fucking awesome. And then around later, like when it gets dark out, we would all exit the school and walk down to the park and just fuck around there for like an hour. I don't think the teachers wanted us to be loud because like people were sleeping around the park, but we were loud anyway because we didn't give a fuck. So to get into the Campin', you had to get at least 100 AR points, which is pretty easy, right? You have like a whole year to get all these points, and you can get a lot of points really fast. And somehow, some people still did not get in. It was like, you could get the 100 points within half the year, and some people still didn't fucking get them. So that's a huge L to those people. I'm sure elementary was real fun for them. Since it did take like 100 points to get into the Campin', a lot of the time, there wouldn't be any weird kids, because weird kids, they don't read that much, you know, or they just don't know how to take the tests. It was pretty cool. Only had like people you liked there, and you get to fuck around in the school. It was a win. It was a huge win at the end of the year. Whenever it got time to go lay down, right, a bunch of kids would play Clash of Clans and show each other's bases, and they were terrible bases because it's fucking elementary school. Personally, I did not subscribe to Clash of Clans at the time because it looked really fucking boring. I don't know what to tell you. I guess this story is just proof that my school was slightly better than yours because the teachers actually cared enough to do something like this. It means a lot now, but I don't think anyone at the time really understood like how cool it was of the teachers to do that, because like you grow up and you realize that other people don't get these kind of opportunities. That's why I liked elementary school so much. Like high school fucking sucks. I think everyone can agree to that. But elementary school was actually really fun, and it's fun to look back on it, I guess. So that's probably the end of this video. This one's also kind of short, like the last video, but it's still more frequent, so pick your poison, I guess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and have a good rest of your day.